sound muted on OBS?
1 second, man.
Hello? But there's no sound coming through on Twitch? That's super bizarre.
Yeah, so I was thinking, side note, I guess, during the stream, I want to announce the winners. The sure thing. Oh, okay. Done. No.
No, not yet.
Just got in the party.
Oh, I hear sound.
1 second, man.
I hear sound.
Oh, yep, there it is.
I heard myself, yes.
Yeah, and I heard me saying 1 second then. Yeah, that was when I went muted my mic for a little bit.
Sound coming through on Twitch?
Yep. So now we're talking about sound. Cool. Hey guys, thank you again for hanging out with us. Wow, that was some turbulent times, I suppose, but again, much appreciated for the wait. Anyways, getting us started again. I'm your caster, Arthisios. With me today is Steven. Steven, I asked you before, I'll ask you again. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. Excited to watch some StarCraft and get things rolling. I'm glad we have sound now. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely. As some of you have noticed, there were some minor hiccups, but we are good. We're also in lobby, actually. So we'll be getting your games underway.
Looks like they want to get things started. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're all ready. We're just getting discussion with admins. Again, everybody, welcome to the Alpha Team League Week 4, Match 4 between Infinity Gaming and Psionic Aftermath. Today, we'll actually be having some pretty cool matches. We'll be having, first off, a TVT between Vindicta and Kuna Matata.
Kuna Matata.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is going to actually be pretty cool for us. But anyways, we'll see in game. We're going to roll a quick graphic for you guys and see you in just a few seconds. Okay. And welcome back. Spawning in the bottom left corner, it's our blue Terran representing Infinity Gaming. It's Vindicta.
At top left, we've got Kuna Matata playing for Psionic Aftermatch.
And as I change who I'm viewing, I apparently was looking at the wrong person. So that was actually pretty cool. I accidentally started watching Vindicta's point of view. So he's just, I guess at the moment, looking around between his supply depot and CC. So
Everything looks pretty standard. Both players opting for a gas first. Vindicta taking a little bit of an earlier gas, which can be an indication of a heavier tech path. Probably something to do with a starport. He is setting out his SCV though. Could very well be some kind of proxy play. Likely with a factory actually. Maybe even double cyclone.
Yeah, we haven't seen any move out from our blue boy, Kuna Matata, so he won't be seeing this at all. Whether this is a scout or a proxy,
like
won't be seen. So yeah, as we're just seeing a scout coming off, Vindicta will be able to see everything. I mean, right now it's fairly early and it doesn't really, it just tells him that he's not proxying. So I guess nothing's going on too much right now.
Everything looks pretty normal, pretty standard. The gases are fast, which is pretty typical in TVT, so that way you can get ahead of the tech, which is really important because if you don't have tech, man, you'll get bullied by the air units or any other combination of tech units. It just depends. This map's really good for Reapers. They can just like get in between the bases real quick, get a nice scouts, and do the work.
Yeah, as we see Vindicta having a defensive Reaper, just kind of hanging out. Not even going to bother going over to his opponent right now. So looks like we're going to probably actually just see both players sit back for just a couple more minutes, just until a few more units start getting out. So
got the reactor coming down on Kuna Matata. We'll see if he does a switch after he gets the first Cyclone, or if he's going to keep it this way and keep making... Oh, looks like he's making Marines. Going Cyclone Marine, it's a starport. Expansion going down for Vindicta. See what units he opts for here. He's making his reactors. Got a Cyclone and his Reapers out on the map. Double Reaper really good at putting on the pressure. With
something to note though, you guys this week, pretty cool. We're playing on the new maps, so definitely shaking it up from weeks previous. So we're going to be seeing a lot of utilization, a lot of high-level StarCraft here for these newer maps, which is very cool for me, I guess.
Losing a Reaper to the Cyclone. Can lose a lot of map control with that, and got a little bit of chip damage on the Marines in the main base with the Reapers. Everything seems to be running pretty smoothly. A drop coming in, going directly to the main from Kuna Matata into Vindicta's base.
Yeah, so we see this drop coming in. Almost fully loaded, not 100%, just missing 2 Marines, but it will boost on in there. Marines starting to pick off some SCVs as they're going forward. Vindicta ends up pulling the SCVs back just behind the mineral lines as the Cyclone and Marine come back to help us. So this will be taken care of for the most part. Cyclone taking a lot of damage, but the SCVs are there. So
4 SCVs lost.
Yeah, Kuna Matata is doing a really good job at just pressuring his opponent as much as he can.
Look, you got the Reaper back there to bounce around that Cyclone. Looks like he did push it away. He lost 5 SCVs total in that engagement. However, his second base is a lot faster, so he should be able to catch up pretty quickly. Another drop coming into the main base of Vindicta. We'll see how that goes. More Cyclones and Marines.
Yeah, the question will be, I mean, will this Raven catch this? And will the Cyclone be able to pick it off? Looks like not quite in time, but this medevac is prevented from healing any, so the Cyclone's going to be doing quite a bit of damage.
Drops.
That was rough.
And there's another drop in the main, in the natural. We've got Marines and Cyclones pushing in, and a group of SCVs to help with repairs.
And another attack in the natural, yeah. Another drop, another attack. This is, I mean, one base all in. This is looking pretty rough for Vindicta. I mean, Steven, do you think he's going to be able to make it out?
I don't think so, man. He's pulling the boys. The Marines and the SCVs are in front right there, taking all the damage so that the Marines get full rain. Can't really deal with the DPS that's killing all the SCVs. 18 SCVs down, man.
Cyclones did get picked up by the medevac, preventing any deaths. But
And there goes the last Cyclone. There's a Banshee. Doesn't have Cloak, though. Goes down pretty quickly. Raven here. Try to clean up with the auto turret, but it's not seeming like it's doing very much.
There it is.
GG.
And GG being called. Psionic Aftermath up 1-0. Oh man, it was. Yeah.
I was expecting a Turtle Fest. It's like TVT, gold bases. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, Kuna Matata really brought the heat there. Vindicta not quite able to take it, so I guess he's gonna go cool off on this hot day. Too much heat. All right, so we will be getting our next series underway coming up. It'll be between Kane and Dark Zero. This will be a ZVP, so definitely exciting to see. Oh, and actually, I guess since I didn't even realize, this next match is going to be played on Dreamcatcher, so a rather large map. Steven, I mean, what do you think of Dreamcatcher so far? We've been in the map pool for, what, a month and a half now?
I actually really love Dreamcatcher. I think it's fun. Oh, the walls are a little bit interesting sometimes with you when you get like tanks over there and having the high ground low ground vision. It makes it sometimes difficult to deal with things like tanks or liberators. But overall, I think Dreamcatcher is a really good map. A lot of opportunity to play out long macro games, being able to cut it in half with the destructible rocks. I think it's a really solid map.
Right,
a lot better than I expected.
Yeah, that's always a plus when don't have a ton of issue with the new map pool. So
yeah, Dreamcatcher's great.
Some good insight.
Dreamcatcher is great. 16-bit is what gets me. I thought it was going to be good. It ended up being really hard.
Oh,
but you know, just depends.
People are still figuring it out. So hopefully you'll be able to get that groove going, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So just so everyone here knows, we're just inviting Kane real quick. He will be around. So just a few moments longer. I definitely appreciate hanging out with us. Again, I'm Arthisios, and this is Steven.
What's up, guys?
One of the greatest StarCraft online names you can have, really, because I mean, you have all these crazy names. I mean, mine's weird as hell. I mean, we all know that. But then you just have Steven. Nice, easy, rolls off the tongue, perfect.
Pretty straightforward. Chose my own name, man.
Awesome, perfect. So while we have a little bit of downtime, for those who don't know, Infinity Gaming does have merch actually for sale. We have a store. The link will be provided to you guys in chat, and just as I'm saying this, actually. And so, yeah, we have a lot of really cool things: hoodies, jerseys, shirts. We even ended up. Oh, yeah, actually, that'll be my next segue. We'll get to that in just a second. Teaser, I guess. We have a flag, some gaming hats, and a lot of really cool stuff. Definitely go and check it out. And you know, maybe splurge a little bit, maybe grab something. But anyways, I guess back to that side note, we recently, as Infinity Gaming, did have a T-shirt competition. So, Steven, did you participate in this T-shirt competition? It was a giveaway?
Unfortunately had work, so I wasn't able to participate. I was busy working.
Oh man,
taking care of business.
Absolutely. So, anyways, there was this big thing liking our pages through social media links and everything. And the winners, I guess, get a free Infinity Gaming T-shirt. So that was really cool. And
that event, yes, I did do that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I did do
that. So yeah, we'll actually show the winners of that later in the stream. So very cool.
Cool, cool.
So yeah, I just figured since we had time, might as well plug it.
Absolutely.
The shameless plugging is always
Which players were?
Who's
Are
it?
we still waiting for our players here?
Looks like we are. Yeah, we are.
Who's playing next in our lineup?
It's Kane against Dark Zero. Which
Kane
it looks
against Dark.
like, yeah, Dark Zero's here. Kane though,
Darkseid's
he's
pretty good, man.
not.
Plays the Protoss.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Actually, I never played Dark Zero before. Looks pretty good, man. 5,600. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, this is a pretty scary lineup for both teams.
There. Looks like his best matchup in ladder is actually against Zerg. The 67% versus 44% against his Terran and 52% in PvP. Looks like he really knows how to put the hurt on Zerg.
Yeah, so
We'll
it's
be looking
definitely
forward to
gonna
some
be
of that.
interesting match then with Kane being a fairly aggressive Zerg. So.
That's
Oh.
good. I love aggression, particularly from Zergs. I love watching aggressive Zergs play. You learn a lot from them, and be able to take advantage of those strategies is awesome, especially against Protoss, because playing late game against Protoss is hard, man. It's a challenge.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, even I don't know. Like, I guess every player has their very specific, like, oh, I can't really get against this race. So, um, I definitely am interested to see what race that is for Kane. Hopefully, it's not Protoss in this instance, but we'll definitely see.
We'll find out, I'm sure. I know he's got 2 accounts.
Yeah, he's more than likely just playing real quick on another one, warming up, as oftentimes these types of players do. So it's just a matter of getting him out of game and into party. But either way,
looks like Kane's best matchup is also against Protoss. So this is like,
okay.
Strong against strong. We'll see. It's going to be cool. I'm actually really excited. It'll be great. Yeah. Kane with a 71% win rate average against Protoss out of his 32 games.
Absolutely. They're having some odd banter in chat. It's kind of, oh, okay, that's interesting. So yeah, I mean, this is a there was a weird scenario where a random person just kind of popped in the party and started speaking Mandarin, and then they got kicked. So gotta love those funny little random occurrences.
He's in the same chat channel. I'll just leave this chat channel, but he's in a chat channel with me. That may be how he got in. Just like requested to join party or something like that.
Oh, maybe.
It like forced me into the general chat. I'll leave that right now.
Yeah, maybe. StarCraft, the new stuff is really interesting. And again, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. As we've said time and time again, and we will continue to say, this is the Alpha Team League Week 4, Match 4 between Infinity Gaming and Psionic Aftermatch.
It's like we're entering lobby while we wait. We're almost there, huh?
Yeah, almost. And again, this next match will be between Kane and Dark Zero over at Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher, for those of you who don't know, is a really cool map. It literally has a picture of a Dreamcatcher as part of the terrain through the entire middle of the map.
And it's got 2 gold bases in the middle. Awesome, because they're open.
Oh, it does, yeah.
They're open. Nice and exposed, easy to take for...
Yeah, I wonder if proxy... No, never mind. I was going to say proxy base into that gold. Kind of like have it there, but like I guess for your natural, more or less. But
It's kind of far, pretty high up there to be able
yeah,
to take it as your goal, but you might be able to pull it off. It might be pretty sneaky, actually. If Terran like took that really early, turned into a PF, you're never taking that, man.
yeah.
Can't
So
stop them.
there you go. Have fun on ladder, guys. This might not work. So if you lose, I'm sorry. Anyways, Kane has appeared, so we will be getting this underway very shortly. Yeah, they're teamed up or colored up, I guess. They have the races. Racetrack is good. We are good to go.
Getting things rolling, man. I'm super stoked. I love ZVP right now. I think it's one of the more fun matchups to watch. Lots of multi-pronged attacks and having to efficiently defend multiple bases. I think it's really cool. Or we can see some like Cannon Rush memes with shield batteries, immortals, or air units of some kind. It's all up in the air at this point.
Absolutely. Anyways, getting this game underway in the bottom left corner, in the top left corner, it's the Red Zerg. Kane representing Infinite Game.
And in the bottom right, we've got Dark Zero representing Psionic Aftermath. Looks like we've got the Pylon in the natural. Looks like he's going to go for an expanse. Pretty standard, pretty straightforward. We'll have to see what his first building is. Kane still making his workers. Nothing too crazy yet. Probe Scout trying to go over there to do a little bit of blocking. Only way to stop that is with a 16 hatch. But it looks like Kane's actually going to go for a pull first in order to deal with that. Pretty old school, man. Pretty old school.
Which is pretty interesting because I've been seeing him do this a lot in some of the previous events. I mean, even against Scarlet, this is exactly what he did. So
Seems to
definitely
be safer then. I guess if they were going to do some kind of like proxy build, it'd allow you to get the links out faster in order to deal with like the gateways and cannons and shield batteries and all that. I went ahead and took his third base took his natural at his third base instead of having to deal with the probe. Went ahead and moved it over.
Absolutely.
A little bit of a setback, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, we do have 6 lanes underway as well as a queen, so definitely going to be seeing quite a bit of aggression.
Got the cyber going down. One gas in the main still. We're going to be looking and keeping a close eye on the cybernetics core to see if it researches right away or if it delays the research in order to take a faster Stargate. Should be finding out pretty soon. He's taking a second gas. Everything looks pretty standard from our Protoss friend. Zergling's chasing away this probe. Get out of my base. Get out of my side of the map.
Yeah, speed just started, so it'll be a little bit before Kane's able to really capitalize on it, but he is going to be poking at that gateway. Just trying to take it out.
We don't have Warpgate, and we've got Stargate going down. So in order to get the faster Stargate, he went ahead and delayed his Warpgate tech. Kane sees that there is no Warpgate coming, and he saw the Stargate go down, so nothing will be a surprise right here. We can pretty safely assume that Kane will be throwing down spores about the 330-ish mark in order to properly defend against any oracles.
Yeah, I thought that was actually really cool of Kane, because if he didn't see it with the Lings, he moved in with the Overseer on the right side and was able to see everything that way too. It was just a cool little thing, I thought personally, but
yeah, really good scout.
Good going. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. So Kane has his natural up and running. Oracle coming in to poke at it a little bit, but really not much damage to get done.
Ooh, barely missed that. This Adept being annoying. Dancing between the bases. He's got the Zerglings though to be able to shoo it away here pretty soon. It looks like he's going to try to go into the main and then shade back to the third, where he does have a queen.
Speed's just now finishing too, so this Oracle,
not long for this world.
Yeah.
He's dead.
You know, I kept saying Oracle. It was definitely an Adept.
Definitely an Adept. No worries. An Oracle is coming though. It's in production.
Yeah, there he is.
It's been chrono boosted out, going directly for the third base. It looks like it's where the rally is lined up, and we already got our spores all set up here for Kane. Zergling's poking at the front, checking out what's going on. Sees a shield battery, an Adept, and a Zealot. nothing too crazy. Another gateway going down. The next thing that Kane's going to have to look for eventually is the 2 gases in the natural to help identify the follow-up that Dark Zero is going to choose.
Yeah. So, with the way that this is panning out, I mean, do you think that Kane would be able to kind of contain the Protoss in any way, or?
I mean, he's got the Zerglings on the map. The thing is, the Oracle's out. He killed a Queen on the side of the map, really controlling Kane's side of the map, killing a drone there, actually. It's being shooed away now. Zerglings there to help try to deny an expansion if there is one to be going down, which it would go down in about 5 minutes to 5:10 at standard. It just depends on what Protoss decides. Robo going down for our Protoss player. Looks like a pretty standard follow-up to the Stargate. Likely is going to try to take his expansion. I'm going to use the Adepts to shoo away any Zerglings that are over there. Going to take a peek. Got the Phoenix looking around to deny any vision. And at this phase, we've got a Hydro Stem going down pretty early here for Kane. Looks like he's stopping drone production and only working on Zerglings. Might be a bit of scared for an all-in or trying to deny a third base. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. We do have Protoss here moving across the map. These Adepts are looking pretty scary. I mean, however, Kane has quite a bit of units, so
yeah, definitely gonna too difficult to clean up. No glaives are present.
Ooh.
You got a nice surround. Got the Queens there to one lifted. Queens there to focus down the Oracles so they can't assist the Adepts. Looks like it was cleaned up pretty quickly.
Yeah, Adepts went down. We only have a Phoenix and Oracle left, and I mean
it's really hard to defend that base.
There's been a Ling that's been mildly annoying at the and here's the rest of the Lings being annoying on that third, pressuring it a little bit, but
looks like he's going to be able to take that third base pretty safely. Now making drones and transitioning into making drones, sending his Hydras across the map. You might actually be able to get a cancel off on this third. A couple of sentries being warped to the main to stop any Zerglings from doing that Zealot and getting in. I'm just kind of poking around. Zerglings are looking for an opportunity or an opening. They see the Stasis Ward going down. Looks like he's trying to activate it with just a Zergling. Gets that off pretty successfully. Protoss army is split. I mean, he's got some in his main, and doesn't look like he's going to be able to stop this from going down. Now he's deciding to push out.
Adepts went out in a heartbeat. This third is down as Kane decides to walk away. Don't want to commit too much. Out he is. So,
not sure if it would have been able to defend it, even if he walked down with the force fields and immortals and stuff. Huh. Lost the third though. He's been droning up. He's got an economy back in this game.
Maybe. And we are seeing the Lurker Den almost halfway done here. So we're going to be seeing some Hydra Lurker going forward. Definitely be pretty cool.
Looks like we're going to have an all-in follow-up here. Lots of gates coming in. Immortal Sentry wrapping around the back. After losing that third, it's kind of hard to come back. He's just kind of, I gotta march across the map and kill him at this point.
Yeah, I mean, with 2 Immortals and 6, I mean, actually it was 9, sentries. That's actually a lot of sentries. Like a lot.
A lot of force fields. I mean, this map is pretty good for force field. It takes 3 to efficiently force field off this little choke here. Looks like Kane is not going to overcommit though. He's got a nice concave. If Protoss walks in, there's nothing really he can do to cut him in half. There you go, 1 force field. Got more Adepts.
Yeah, War Prism does end up joining the rest of this crew, but here's the big fight. Dark Zero pushing on in. Hydra's picking off everything that they can, but we do have another warp in on the back. More Adepts are coming to the rescue. Hydra's picking off at anything they can. They do have to take down this Guardian Shield.
It's going down, one down.
There's still a lot here for Dark Zero. These Lurkers doing quite a bit of damage. Some boys have been pulled. And Steven, I mean, That was pretty rough for Dark Zero.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think another warp into these adepts, though. They're resonating glaze adepts. These are not something to be messed with. But the reinforcing army of Kane came in and was able to clean things up. He maintained his economy for the most part. Only lost about 6 drones. Yeah, 6 drones, the ones that were on gas, and is reproducing hydralisks and is trying to chase down the warp prism. Yeah, it looks all right though. Got the Zerglings coming in. Doesn't want to chase too far off creep. As resonating glaive adepts, like I said, are not something to be fooled with.
Yeah.
This might be a really aggressive shade.
Ooh. Yeah,
wow.
it is, and I mean, these adepts are going down. I mean, right now we're seeing, there it is, Dark Zero with the GG. I was just about to ask you, I mean, he was 2 bases down, he just lost his army. I mean, what do you think he could have done? But he did end up tapping out.
Yeah, I think the best thing he could have done in order to hold that 3rd base would have been to like move the Immortal Sentry that he had in his main instead of just leaving his army cut in half. He clearly saw the army postured in between, and I think he could have defended that 3rd. It just in hindsight, 2020, and we're observing. But in that moment, it seemed like a lot of units.
Gotta love that perfect, a perfect knowledge, I guess. So, moving on, we are going to have a PVZ, another PVZ for you guys. This one's going to be between Rout and Jardozer. Now, this match is kind of interesting. For those of you who haven't been following, Psionic Aftermath actually did a best of 9 between Rout and Jardozer. I want to say a week or 2 ago. It was really close, actually. Originally, I believe Rout ended up going up 4-1, and then Jardozer brought it back with an amazing 5-4. So
Flipped it around, eh?
yeah, really great matches. So I'm really excited to see what these players are going to be bringing. I mean, realistically, they both have a really good idea as how the other plays at this point. I mean, 9 matches in a row, and they went the full length. So
really gives a tell about how a player plays. You can then start to exploit their styles, and it's kind of crazy the amount of mind games that start to play in once you know a player.
Absolutely,
that playoff's really fun.
Yeah, and I mean, really interested to see how that plays out here. So we might see something a little bit out of the norm, as opposed to if these guys are just going against each other for the very first time. They've seen the trigger bags, and so therefore they might be prepared for it. But either way, it's going to be played on Darkness Sanctuary.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is the weird map. Okay, so
I just unvetoed it, actually. It's
I just heard Arthisios and a couple other guys talking about this on the Pylon Show.
On the Pylon Show? Yeah.
Yeah. The map makes your units and everything darker. So it's harder to see because that's just how the map is. So even for us casting, observing, I guess.
I make it a little more difficult.
Exactly. So it's just physically harder to look at.
I didn't notice how dark it was because I have the hybrid settings all configured, so it looks pretty normal to me. The extra darkness didn't really show up. It looks like a pretty normal map. And until I saw a Reddit post talking about how cloaked units are impossible to see when you're on high settings, I didn't know. It was pretty funny.
Well, thank goodness for the hybrid, I suppose. But
yeah.
Anyways, getting this game underway, in the bottom left corner, it's Red Zerg representing Psionic Aftermath. It's Jardozer.
Spawning in the top left, we've got our player for Infinity Gaming, Rout, going on and taking that pylon at the natural, per usual. Overlord actually heading in the right direction initially, which is always a wonderful thing, and the probe going in the right direction. So they're going to scout each other right away. It's going to be like a 2-player map.
I was going to say, I mean, you guys, don't forget, this is the only 4-player map in the map pool. So we normally would see some interesting games, but yeah, both players scouted each other immediately, so.
Jardas are going and sneaking a drone up to the third base so that way he doesn't have to deal with the pylon block initially. What if he's just going to take it right away? Yeah, just taking it right away. Doesn't want to play games with that probe.
Forward third and.
He's going to go for 3 hatch before pool.
There it is. 3 hatch before pool.
3 hatch. So cool. I'm actually really excited. I guess he thought he could get away with it because of the map size. The cool thing is now the third base for Jardozer is in a position to get over to his opponent's base really quickly via this little path behind his third base connecting to the forward third of route. It's almost the size of Steps of War, man. Crazy how small that distance is. Able to just continuously rally units through that path. Makes for a short rush distance.
It's really surprising, I mean, especially for a 4-player map. I mean, normally those are fairly large, so definitely shaking it up in Legacy of the Void here. We do have Route. I mean, with his natural, he's just macroing up, doing his normal thing. So nothing too crazy coming from Route. I'm really interested to see. Oh, there's the scout on that third. So Route does for sure see everything. He at least has a better idea as opposed to most of the ideas.
That was kind of an interesting little mind play. So I saw Jardozer peek back to look at the cybernetics core. Didn't look like he saw the warp gate go off, and as soon as the overlord went away, started researching warp gate. So we're not going to see a really, really fast Stargate. I'm wondering what tech path Route's going to be choosing. This is really cool.
Yeah, again, guys, as we said earlier, they've played 9 matches against each other just a week ago. So it's fairly fresh. They have a good idea of what the other does. So we are going to see some of those mind games coming into play, which Steven just capitalized on that. I mean, very cool stuff. So we do have an adept here, kind of running for his life, trying to pick off some lings, but not really able to give the damage he needs. Otherwise, he's going to pick up a drone.
This Overlord as well. Chronoed out a Stalker in order to kill this Overlord. So Jardozer is going to be completely blind as to what tech our Protoss friend is choosing. He did see the Twilight Council go down. So that's a pretty big tell that there is going to be some kind of gateway timing that's going to be coming out for our Protoss friend Route. Making the Robo. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some kind of DT drop. We'll be able to figure that out in just a second, depending on if Route takes gas or not.
Actually, it's funny that you said the DT drop, because as soon as the Twilight was scouted, we did see a Spore Crawler go down on that third, and it just recently finished, so we do actually have a Ling Flood and a DT Shrine just dropped.
There we go. It's going to have some DTs.
Good call, Steven.
That nice little Flame Flood coming up into the front. No skill battery, man. There's no shield battery. It's going to be a hard defense. He's got a Stalker in front too, which is not ideal. I mean, the few Adepts and a Sentry coming in, he should be able to clean this up pretty easily. Force field at half of those Zerglings off. Maybe you'll be able to save this. No, Stalker goes down.
Force field was less than ideal, but
needs to move that Adept a bit forward, otherwise those Zerglings are going to get a nice concave on it. Oh, things are starting to get a little dicey here. Warping, pushing through.
Lings are, they're trying to force their way through here, doing their best. Another adept is going down. More things are added onto this, but Lings did end up breaking through in the end. We do have a
fear here is more Zerglings getting in. Looks like the Sentry is going to be the path blocker. No more. You shall not pass, Zerglings. Warping in some more Sentries, Adepts.
Maybe.
Zerglings.
Oh, it scared me for a second because I didn't realize that that was still totally blocked off. So, as I saw the Lings, oh no, he's just gonna go straight in, but they will be blocked.
See some Dark Templar warped in a choke, so that way the Zerglings can't bully the Adepts. Route has seen that there isn't an Overseer present, so it should be a tell that I can have some DTs chilling here. You can't get in anymore without chewing my buildings, which is less ideal, of course.
Yeah, taking those pot shots as he's trying to bust through that gate isn't really the greatest ever. We do see the Warp Prison, though, on the left side of the map going south with 1 DT, so...
1 Dark Templar. It's not going to find any damage at the third, so it's going to the main, where there is no Spore, which is absolutely terrifying. Not a good feeling at all. Probably going to get a lot of drone kills, to be completely honest. Warp Prism going to go down to these 2 queens, and this Dark Templar is going to go to town on all of these drones. Trying to defend the Spore Crawler as it builds. Lose 7, 8. Oh, going for a queen now instead. Oh, 9, 10, 11, 12. So many drones going down to this one Dark Templar.
Trying to make it worth just having that DT going, so...
Let's see if this Dark Templar can escape. He might be able to do a quick maneuver out of the net. Ooh. Just chilling on the ramp, getting picks where he can. He saw the enormous amount of Zerglings, so we know that Jardozer is pretty all in. Just now getting his lair. Charge on the way, which is amazing for route. Charge lots now will 2-shot Zerglings, even with Carapace upgrade, which is different from the past.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Makes it really, really hard to kill them.
Yeah, unfortunately, Route did just throw in his third as it is being ransacked by more Ling. So we are going to see a cancel coming on that real quick.
Cancel. It's going to save the pylons, though. That's a good feeling. That way you can fortify it with cannons.
Yeah, that's true. It's just a consolation prize, but cannons are definitely a good way to go about that.
Hold position Zergling trying to get some picks on probes. Doesn't look like they get any. Only 1 probe has gone down, and all of these run-bys and craziness that's gone on by Jardozer. Really, really aggressive.
Ooh, I like the 3 DT defense.
Yeah, it's really good. Really, really good. Pushing it onto Jardozer's side of the map, we've got Charge Lots, 1 Immortal, a couple Sentries, and Adepts being greeted by Roaches and... Oh, probably going to see a recall. It's going to lose so many Sentries.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this Immortal is going down. Ravagers going to town, but these DTs are now here. Another Immortal is going down.
This is a Zerg's worst nightmare. It's when there's Dark Templars chewing all of your really expensive tech units because you decided not to bring an Overseer into the middle of the map. Got a lot of free pot shots off, man. Those Dark Templar are heroes. Heading into Archons.
Ooh, yeah.
Hopefully those don't get caught.
Absolutely. But we do have some Lings taking down these probes.
3 probes, 4 probes.
Going through.
4 probes going to go down up here at the 3rd. Circling to running away, going back in. Charge lots. Doing their job, man. Being really good at dealing the damage. Cleaning up these Zerglings in the 3rd base. We've got these Zealots. 2-shotting all the Zerglings. Go.
Yeah, we do have the Roaches going back down south, going home. I mean, yeah, these Archons are doing quite a bit of damage too, so definitely.
Archon drop and the Zealots really putting on the counter aggression. If you look at the overall worker count, route with the 64 to 37, this is not a position you want to be in as Zerg. It's only a matter of time. The second Robo has gone down. We might be seeing more Immortals being pumped out at higher speeds. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Twilight Council go down, or sorry, not Twilight Council, Templar Archives, to start researching some Storm. He may just stick on the Charge Lot Immortal Archon with the DTs. We'll see.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's very bold. I mean, there's an Overseer right above, and there's nothing focusing that down. So we do see those DTs disintegrating, unfortunately, to those Roaches. There's nothing killing that Overseer. So
we gotta just die to the Archons. These 2 Immortals, man, are ripping into those Roaches. 7 kills, 3 kills. We just got another one that joined the fray. Archons with an absurd amount of damage as well. 12 kills on one and 9 on the other. Really cost-efficient units. Looks like we've got Jardozer droning up pretty hard now. Still trying to be aggressive with these Lings. Nothing on the Watchtower to try to see any kind of run-bys here. Looks like he's going for the 3rd base, and there's already a 4th base that has been built back here.
Yeah, that 4th base is gonna probably come in pretty clutch. And
he sees the probes going over there. He knows.
No.
He knows. Route doesn't care though. He's going for 4th base of Jardozer. His army probably just gonna give it. Oh, morphed in some Zealots. No worries.
Yeah, a little run by at the 3rd, and a big old push into the natural. This Roach Warren is down. Unfortunately, those
So
roaches didn't quite get that speed upgrade, so...
he's going to get into the main and be able to force field out these roaches and be able to snipe all the tech. Dardozer knows it.
GG is called route, taking game number 3.
I'm looking at the stream and I see how dark it looks. That is crazy to me.
It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah. I like sitting here looking at it, I was like, it's pretty normal. Like, that's pretty good. Like, for a player, that's my only complaint. Not worried about how dark it is. No, that is pitch black, man. You can't see anything. Crazy.
Yeah, so
Crazy.
fairly hard to see, but there's definitely a lot of discussion as to how to potentially help this go along. So
yeah, a lot of people are talking about like changing the light sensitivity on Reddit. I've noticed like, yeah, we can just change how dark the map is, but I guess the map creator said it's like a feature of the map is for it to be dark. Interesting. We'll see what they decide to do with it eventually. But as of right now, if you've got problems with it, hybrid settings, man, save your life. No sneaky DTs today.
Absolutely. I mean, I wonder if Dardozer had those hybrid settings on in order to see those DTs,
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, a lot of players use it. It's definitely preference. It's sometimes can be kind of blinding initially because it does brighten everything up. Kind of hard to see when it gets to that point. So what's our next matchup?
Our next matchup is going to be TVP. This will be Truth against Jetterox. So Terran against Protoss again. Looks like we're just one of the players is in game right now, so getting some practice in before his big match. So we will be having that for you in just a quick minute. If you're liking these matches, though, definitely be sure to follow us at Twitch, Twitter, even Facebook.com/IxGpro.
Got all kinds of good content there.
Absolutely, yeah. You can definitely stay up to date on each event that is happening. Follow some of these players through their rise to fame. I mean, let's see, Kane recently played in the WCS Challenger bracket. So that was just a cool little thing, and just keeping up to date. So definitely worth checking out. Again, it's Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook/IxGpro. So again, always a good thing. And I mean, hey, at that point, you can even get into some future giveaways that we have. Again, we just had some winners, which I think now is a good time to announce said winners of the merch. So the winners for our social media giveaway is Zaylin and Psystorm's Cyan.
Not to be confused with the one who does the interviews.
Yes, that is correct. It is the professional player Cyan, not the professional manager, interviewer, StarCraft entrepreneur. So Cyan's really cool, dude.
Cyan's pretty good.
But unfortunately, yeah, he's not the one who won. Again, is the player. So
player Cyan, playing on community, I believe. Pretty good. Only good things to say about them. Great team. Love the Psystorm community team.
For sure. And again, if you guys want to know what potential things we could be raffling off, definitely check into our social medias. We're going to be posting things of that sort in the future, I'm sure. And again, if you possibly want to check out, I don't know, maybe some Infinity Gaming swag. Do people even say that? I don't think so. It's merch. It's merch, guys. I mean, again, hoodies, jerseys, flags. We got you.
So. Definitely be ordering my t-shirt here pretty soon. I'm gonna wear that jersey.
Yeah, buddy.
Represent, man. Looks really good. Really, really like it, especially the little Infinity logo going across the chest. Man, that's Sweet. Nice
So
colors.
again, that will be provided in link. But if you don't feel like following a link, it's at sector6apparel.com/collections/Infinity Gaming.
We even got
Or you can
Infinity
find us
Gaming
under the
hat.
teams tab. So that's pretty cool. All right,
Jetterworks.
we are in lobby. Steven, what do you think about... no, never mind. It's Catalyst. I didn't even look. That was my mistake. I was about to ask you about this map, but didn't quite work out.
It's a good map, man. Catalyst is nice and vanilla. Classic.
Vanilla, yes.
We're used to it.
We're
used to the map. Nothing crazy to learn on this map. TVP, which will be a fun one to watch, especially with the new changes that have happened recently with the Marauder. It has really shaken up the meta for TVP. The Marauder being that much stronger at dealing with light units in conjunction with dealing with the armor units, I think has really made gateway style all-ins a lot less powerful. And on top of that, it's harder to even take a third base as early as Protoss was taking it, just because of the triple barracks threat that Terran can put up.
Okay, rock on. So, you know, getting into game number 4, it's the bottom right corner. It's the red Protoss representing Psystorm, Psionic Aftermath. It's Jetterox.
And in the top left, playing for Infinity Gaming, we've got Truth. Look at this. All things looking pretty standard. Protoss building a gateway at the ramp, stopping the Reaper from being able to get in to scout anything. Gas going down. Nothing too crazy yet. We'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, it was interesting that you were saying about the standard on the Terran side, because I've only ever seen gas first, then racks, or gas racks, and we saw racks gas. So.
Racks gas. Likely because I know that Truth has been opting for concussive shell Marauders before Stim in order to defend himself early on, in order to deny any harassment in general from adepts or stalkers or anything of that nature. We'll see how that goes. He is making a Reaper to go ahead and try and scout. Looks like that is going to be rallied toward the main base. It's going to have to take the front because the ramp is blocked. Second gas going down. Cybernetics core. Looks like, we've got the expansion down already too. Sorry, I missed that. Truth taking his expansion as well.
Both players expanding, looking like we're going to, not have a one base all in again this one. So.
So we've got the Tech Lab going down. Looks like we're probably going to see some kind of 3 racks or 2 racks because he is on 1 gas still. Truth is still on 1 gas. He's taking his really early expansion compared to Tradition, which is really cool. Looks like we're going to see the concussive shells utilized. I wonder if he'll pop that upgrade. First one right there. He's got that one rolling.
Yeah, that said, the probe did eventually die, so there is no scout. Currently, Jetterox has absolutely no information. He actually doesn't even know where his opponent spawned, realistically. He has absolutely nothing. So. We were just kind of bouncing around, trying to get up that ramp, realizing, hey, wait, there's something there. So Adept is going to chase that away.
It's too bad he isn't going for the factor 1-1-1 opener, because then he could have gone Cyclones with a dropship and just harass that gateway pretty much for free. Been able to stop that shenanigans. It's usually how it's punished in TVT is when there's 2 little supply depots there. You bring the Cyclones and blow them up. Robo going down, and it's pumping out a observer. Got Stim on the way. Looks like we've got some chat in the party going on.
Yeah, just a minor hiccup.
Man, wrong chat, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, we do have double observer actually coming out.
Some
with Blink
coming out here. This will be fun. Blink expand. I wonder if he's going to take a third or if he's going to try to do an all-in off of this. He hasn't taken his natural gases yet. We might see an all-in developing here. I wonder if he'll make immortals. Oh, just another observer getting lots and lots of vision. Likes to see what's going on.
Yeah, we do have the Reaper kind of heading back over to the third, checking that out. I mean, obviously between thirds, but he is going to see this probe coming out. We'll be able to pick that off very quickly.
Oof. That's losing the probe like that to a Reaper is always sad. Probe, drone, SCV, you name it. It's difficult. Man, I just want to take my base.
Absolutely. Yeah, we do have some banter as well going on between these two players. Like, seems like they know each other, so that's definitely always a good thing. Not nothing too crazy, you know, or nothing aggressive.
Yeah, man, 3 racks is scary.
Really...
Looks like we've got 5 Raxes. Little to Jedrix's knowledge, he just thinks that there's 3. He's actually going to be able to see the large number of Marines, which is always even more terrifying. He's like, oh man, that is a lot of guys.
It's interesting that Jedrix thinks it's a 3 rack when all he sees is a tech lab. That's all he knows.
Usually. So. I mean, when you see the tech lab go down that fast, you see a Marauder, you can usually tell that it's going to be 3 racks, but he is assuming that there is only 3 racks and not more than that. Always a scary moment for Protoss, because 3 racks is really aggressive when it wants to be. It can get in your face, really mess you up. He's still only sitting on 3 gateways, making stalkers only with the blink. Went for that blink expand, kind of getting a little more active on the map. Got his stalkers running around looking for any kind of pushes. This one kind of went for an obscure route here. It's very interesting. Oh, this will be weird.
No. Oh no!
Reinforcements getting cut off.
Yeah, reinforcements getting cut off. Some stalkers taking down these Marines. The supply depots have been raised and Marines have been rallied. But Truth don't give a darn. He's just going to keep on moving forward, picking off that third.
Great call coming in here. Gonna lose that third base. See what Truth decides to follow up with this. I wonder if he's going to go into third base or opt to just do a 2-base all in.
Here's the big stim coming forward. We do have Truth taking down all of these stalkers. GG getting called. Jedrix conceding to Truth.
Yeah, Jedrix definitely tried to go ahead and take a traditionally like 4 minutes 30-second third base and was punished for it. Yeah, the new Marauders have really shaken it up. Kind of really scary. Jedrix build order win, calling it out on Monty after the game.
Yeah,
didn't scout, didn't see it. Kind of rough.
So I believe that is GG, right? Or do we have that one more? Oh, all right. So, yep, Infinity Gaming does win 3-1. Good games played by all players. Realistically, I mean, those are some pretty nifty matches. I enjoyed that. So, I definitely hope you guys did too. Again, thank you for hanging out with us. I'm Arthisios, and as ever, this is Steven with me.
Thanks, guys.
Again, if you want a little bit more, we're going to be posting, well, we post actually all the time. We're fairly active, so follow us on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook /IxGpro to get all of the updates. So that's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Steven, I guess any last notes before we set off?
No, give us a follow. If you liked our content, it'll be fun. We'll definitely be doing more in the future. Enjoy these events. They're always fun to play in and to watch and to commentate and just be a part of the community in general. Alpha League is definitely a fun event, so check them out too if you can.
Absolutely. So again, thank you guys for hanging out with us. And that'll be it. We're signing off. You guys have a great night and enjoy your, if you're in the U.S., your Memorial Day weekend. So,
Yeah, long weekend.
Have a good one. Yeah.